number 7 between the Viper and Feage in the Polaris 2K series, 2K Plus series, best of 9. I can't believe the score, man. It's 4-2 to Feage right now after a comfortable win in the earlier portion of this event. Feage really with quite a commanding lead. Viper needs to win the next 3 games in a row if he wants to win this series. It's a tall order, and Feage has been putting in a great performance so far these games. I don't know really why it is that Viper... it's hard to really say. I mean, a lot of people say, oh, well, you know, Viper's playing bad. But I think it should be seen as Feage playing good, if anything. Because, let's be honest, I mean, Viper... It's not like he needs to train or practice to play these games. I mean, he can pick up AOC and he can play. Whenever he decides to pick up the game and play, he can play, and he can play at a high level. He plays often enough that he doesn't need to train for these games. So, I think it's possible that everyone can have an off day. Like, I know when I play CSGO, I sometimes play like ass one day, and the next day I feel like I'm king of the world. But, I don't think we should put any of those factors into consideration, because I think at the end of the day, both of these players have a lot of raw talent, and whenever they play, that is always going to shine through. And I feel like Feage really has done a great job in these games, and I think, this is really awesome for him, because I think a lot of people don't see Feage as a true top player, and he really is. He really is. He's been around for so long. He's always been there, and he's always put up a good fight in any tournament. And he's more of a team game player than anything. So to see him succeed in 1v1, that kind of makes me quite happy. And me and Feage are good friends as well. So I don't know. I'm kind of rooting for him a little bit here, but I'm happy. He's happy. Everyone's happy, and we're here now with game number 7 on Nomad, and we'll have a look at where these guys are playing and what these guys are doing in the center of the map. Then, like nearly smack bang in the center of the map, just to the east of the center. In the red, we've got Feage playing as the Chinese. And down to the south of the map in the yellow, we've got the Viper playing as the Persians. Now, Viper loves to play Persians on Nomad. Like, he seems to play Persians most of the time on this map. And, Persians are a great civ on this map. Obviously, they're unique their unique bonuses. I almost said unique technologies. Their unique technology does not really come into play. Mohawks does not come into play too often. Their unique bonuses are, pretty good. Their versatility is really what I think makes them shine on this map. The fact that once they hit castle, they've got that option for camels and knights. I think that's great. But I think Chinese are also a fantastic civ, because the Chinese also have the option for camels and knights. The Chinese have the second best camels in the game. They're awesome. And their knights are really quite formidable as well during the castle age also. And even going through to the imperial age, their cavalier are pretty strong as well. So Chinese are great, and obviously the biggest deal with the Chinese on Nomad is that they start with 6 villagers, which puts them off to a really fast boosted start. You'll see that the population graph here will show the Viper catching up a little bit, but Feage, as long as he doesn't mess up, he should stay ahead. So Feage's TC location, it's not bad. He's got 3 boar right next to him. He's also just sticking up a dock right now, and typically speaking, the Chinese dock will be up much later than the other players. You can see Viper already bringing out the fishing ship here on the left side, and that's expected, because the Chinese player doesn't start with food. So for the Chinese player, it's all about getting food quickly at the start of the game. And for Feage, having these 3 boar here, having the deer here, that is fantastic. Viper coming in though and laming them. And forever the lamer that Feage is, Viper will also take the opportunity to lame against him. I don't blame him. And he's getting away with it too. And, well, Feage's going to chase him away. I don't know why he's bothering chasing him, because he's chasing him with a villager that has less health. So if Viper turns around and starts fighting, he should win. I don't know why he's not. In fact, I think Feage realizing that now and maybe bringing another villager over to fight. It seems a bit weird. A bit of a goose chase going on. Doesn't make a lot of sense. I think he just wants to stop Viper laming any more deer. But still, 3 boar is nice. Viper over on this left side has what I can see no boar, so He's going to have the deer and the sheep, but no boar. So he's going to rely on fish a little more in this situation. But he should still have an okay feudal time. He's not like he's got some huge shortage of food over there or something. And look at this. Viper sacrificing that villager, it seems, for the greater cause, for the greater good, and will indeed lame those deer as well, trying to remove any food that he can from Feage's possession. This hunter will get taken down. But you know, he's done what he set out to do, and that is deny as much food from Feage as possible. Because if you give the Chinese player a lot of food, as well as their inherent advantage of a faster TC time and more villagers to start with, things can get pretty messy. Feage with a bit of a weird wall down here, but fair enough. Kudos to him. Whatever he wants to do. Yeah, Feage then, plenty of food, absolutely tons of food, and he might be in a really good position this game. He is now starting to bring out the fishing ships on the water. And, he is behind in fishing ship count. That's expected, but not too far behind. In fact, he is currently on 2 versus the 3 fishing ships. Sorry, not 3 fishing ships. 5 fishing ships from Viper. So he's not too far behind there, and that is good for him. So the question is now, will Viper be able to get up to the feudal age in a good time, or will he struggle? And I'm on the fence about this one. I actually think he might struggle a little bit. He's kind of fortunate these deer are here, but right now he's not finding any boar at all. And you have a look where the boar are. They're all the way over in the north of the map, so there's no real opportunity for him to, even if he wanted to, even if he found them, he would not be able to lure them. At the moment he doesn't see them anyway. So it's not too bad. Hey there, Aces123. Thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated. Hello to everybody in the chat. If you're just joining us, you've missed quite a few good games, but there's still more to come. And there's still this game at the very least, and who knows what else. Obviously, if Feage does get this win, then that will be the Polaris series to him. But if Viper pulls it back, then we could still see another 2 games after this. Exciting stuff. Obviously, Nomad then a much slower start than normal maps due to the fact that you have to build your TC at the start, just kind of slow things down. Also means that players tend to make more villagers and go with a more kind of fast castle kind of build. You see Viper here walling off. I think that's a good decision to make. He's probably a little bit cautious about this feudal time as well. I think he's going to be able to do it, actually, after this villager. I can't believe that. Feage has been chasing this villager around the entire map. Look at that. He's got all the way around the map with that villager, all the way around here. And he's still made it home, and she's still stayed alive. She is the real MVP right here. Where is she gone? Where are you? There she goes. Cutting wood now as well. She is a real MVP of this game. Viper, he's so lucky to have villagers like her. Doing work. Feage, though, going to lame him right back. And Viper here potentially going to go and, well, was going to potentially go and take the deer, but perhaps not anymore. Feage even going to find some sheep and steal away with them. So I think Feage here, yeah, much faster feudal time. And for him, that is pretty huge. That is a huge deal. Because Feage right now, he can bring out a galley on the water. He can strip Viper of his fishing advantage, which is one of the things that is allowing him to catch up to Feage. Thanks to with Feage being the Chinese. Viper now just getting up to feudal as well. He's about, what, 40% behind, maybe a little more. It's not too far behind, actually. But he is behind a little bit, I believe, in resources gathered. Obviously, they're both on 30 population right now, but Feage was faster to feudal, which means he should have... technically, they're on the same population, but he should have had more resource income here. Have a look, he actually does have 2 more villages out, but he has less fishing ships. He is building a dock down here, though, and obviously Feage is well aware of Viper's dock. He's scouted that earlier on, and that dock right there is a great move. We're going to see a galley coming straight out. From the back, another galley as well, but that quick galley into here could be huge for him if Viper doesn't get a galley out in time to defend these ships. Meanwhile, on the front of the map, Feage doesn't seem to be getting aggressive yet, and he might just be that he will fast castle this, and I think that's a pretty good decision to make. At the moment, doing Town Watch, and I can't stress how much of an important research Town Watch is on Nomad, and in fact on Arabia as well. Any open map, Town Watch is so important because that extra line of sight gives you so much more reaction time, so much more sort of understanding of where your opponent is at any time, and a lot more vision. That's really important, hugely important. So Viper right now then, hitting Feudal, his dock is idle, and there's that galley. So now if he queues up a dock, he's already going to have lost 1 or 2 fishing ships, at least have them disrupted. And he doesn't want to do that right now. Also, worth noting, I don't think Viper's actually found this gold here. Has he found that gold? No. Oh my goodness me. Viper's not scouted the gold here. And that is really bad because that is a safe gold. He could take that gold so safely. He's also milling a deer patch with just 2 deer in it. I'm starting to really wonder what's going on right now. And if you have a look here, you'll see he's got gold on the left side. That's really exposed. I would not feel comfortable taking the gold there. He's doing some a mining camp on the stone. And right now, I'm wondering where the hell he's getting gold from. Oh my goodness me, he's taking gold all the way up here. So that is really bad. I mean, the fact that he's had to come all the way to the north of the map when he's got gold right here is, that's kind of messy. Now, he has got some gold income, which is important, obviously. Looks like he's starting to bring out a galley on the north here. You see a couple actually coming out to try and take out the fishing ships of Feage as well. Feage, meanwhile, taking out the rest of Viper's ships in the south, and Feage has got a very large population advantage right now of 6, which is kind of big at this point in the game. So Feage should be clicking up to the castle age any moment now. He's doing a market, and why a market though? What? I don't know why he's doing a market. That should be a blacksmith really, because you know, blacksmith kind of, you know, unit upgrades kind of important. What does a market do in 1v1? Well, you can sell and buy resources, but cartography is not going to be used. Weird that he's done a market. Market costs more than a blacksmith as well. That's odd. But Feage going to be clicking up any second now. There you go. He's on the way up. He's disrupted Viper's water. He's kept his fishing ships alive. He's going to relocate them to the dock down here. Viper, no fishing ships remaining. His gold, a horrible location. Fortunately, Feage hasn't scouted that, because if he did scout it, Feage can kill these villagers from the water. And that's really bad news. So Viper then, can he get to the castle age? Well, no. He's doing wheelbarrow right now. After losing those fishing ships, his food income has massively dropped off. And as a result, he's now forced to make farms. He's doing wheelbarrow. By the time he clicks up to the castle age, I think Feage will probably be in the castle age. And that is a huge advantage for Feage in this game. And once he does hit castle, Feage is going to be able to start pumping out those knights, getting right in here, and starting to raid. Viper, no wall off on the left side yet. He perhaps could have walled off a little bit, but he's not done it yet. And we might end up seeing towers coming out from Viper now as well. He's taking a lot of stone, and considering he's pretty far from the castle age right now, he's taking a lot of stone. Archery range coming out as well, and I'm really worried for Viper. Watchtower on this stone here, so like I say, he's got to try and keep these resources safe somehow. But like I say, by the time he clicks up to castle, Feage is already going to be there. He's still fishing on the water. He's got 6 fishing ships there. Feage, meanwhile, bringing down the final fishing ship from the Viper. And I think he's just about found... Oh, he's still not found that dock. That's really unlucky for him. But Viper can't even fish with that anyway. And it's all going downhill for him right now. It is all going so far downhill. It looks like Viper's even about to get housed any second now. 2 archery ranges on the front. Viper knows now that he's kind of got to make some military. I think he's going to start making some archers, but his wood income's kind of struggling as well at the moment. He opted to replenish that lumber camp instead of starting to make more archers. Housed as well. And where's the house, Viper? It's nowhere in sight. Wallalow housed, guys. Viper, even Viper getting housed like crazy here. Still no house? Can't afford a house. He's building a tower on the gold. He can't afford a house. That means his TC is going to be idle. He can't cure a villager. He can't make archers. It's all falling apart for him right now. And there's a knight for Feage as well. Feage, second knight coming out. That tower will probably go up. but still, Viper is housed. This is the biggest house I've seen at this level for a long time. There you go, it's finally going up. He can finally start making some archers, but 1 or 2 archers is not going to be enough. He should have started making these archers a long time ago, as those knights start prowling the map right now. So Viper then now going to click up to the castle age. He can finally do it, but like I said, clicking up after Feage has even hit the castle age here. Another villager going to go down on the water. Feage bringing out a fire ship. He's taking down this dock. I'm surprised he's not, well, I'm not surprised actually. He's still not seen that gold though. And Feage here, even collecting up the relics. Feage knows that victory is in sight. He knows that he has this in the bag, so long as he doesn't mess this one up and do something crazy stupid. But yeah, second TC up at the back, comfortable, and a few knights out on the front. He could come in here and just kill these watchtowers with his knights. He is going to kind of, I don't know what he's doing at the moment. He's just kind of chilling with his knights, building his eco. Taking a big villager advantage. I mean, it's 38 villagers to 33 right now. By the time Viper hits castle, that's going to be 45 to 33. He's going to have a huge advantage. And right here, Viper is starting to fall. And I don't know, you know, Feage, he could have started attacking this wall a long time ago as well. I mean, he could have easily taken down this corner piece quite some time ago. It really doesn't take long to bring down a wall with knights. So look at this. The wall is on fire, and it's going down instantly. Feage has +1 defense. He could go for bloodlines right now. He could go for +2 defense. But instead, he's opting to work on his economy. Doesn't want to take any risks with this game. He's worked his way in on the left, found another villager kill. He could do forging, which would help him to kill villagers a little faster. In fact, in this is a perfect situation, in fact, where forging would be a better choice than +2 defense right now, I feel. Viper doesn't have fletching. So for Feage, doing forging will allow him to kill villagers with 1 less hit from a knight. And I feel like that would actually be a better option right now than doing the +2 defense. So Feage in here, denying the wood. He could come around the back and hit these farms, but he doesn't know they're there. Might be worth scouting though. And still, Viper only just hitting the castle age right now. He's going to do crossbow any second now. He's doing bodkin arrow as well. He's housed once again. And like I said, it's falling apart for him. Where's the house, Viper? Where is it? It's not there. There it is at the back. It's just, oh man, he's getting housed all over the place. And at a high level like this, when you get housed, it's so costly, because when you're housed for 30 seconds, let's say, that's 30 seconds that your opponent can make 2 more military units in. Maybe 3, maybe even 4. And that will give them a big advantage. So getting housed at this level is really significant, and Viper getting housed a lot this game. So it's 3rd TC for Feage on the left side, a siege workshop coming up, and I feel Feage doesn't have to play really aggressively here. I mean, he doesn't. He's got a huge advantage. He's 51 villagers versus 34 right now. Viper, I think, just going to save for a castle. Maybe, I mean, he's really far behind. He knows that. And I think he's going to have to do something off the wall here to try and bring it back. And I think that is going to be a castle. I would like to see a castle drop here. It would be risky, but I think it would be good. He would secure that gold. He could hit the gold of Feage. He doesn't actually know there's a TC there yet. But I think a castle drop here on the front could be nice. Other than that, I mean, maybe a castle drop here. Wherever he goes, I think he should place that castle aggressively right now, because he has to do some... He has to spearhead an attack into Feage's base at some point. Feage, though, with a mangonel, with a few knights, with a couple of monks, I think it's going to be difficult, very difficult, for Viper to drop that castle successfully. But we'll see. On the water, we're seeing a few fires coming out, and I mean, Feage right now has gained such a huge advantage from these fishing ships. These 5 or 6 fishing ships that have been, like, you know, fishing throughout the feudal age, and up until this point, they're only just being taken out. That's giving Feage a really big advantage, and he's holding it as well. That extra food that he is gaining is huge. So Viper then, where's the castle going to go? We'll find out in the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. No, we'll find out very shortly, actually, because he's got the 750 stone. He needs to, only 650 of course, so he can drop that castle any second now. Those knights going in, bloodlines are done. Those crossbows will put themselves into a corner. Feage going to force to delete the house. That was a good move by Feage. Even delete, when you delete your building so you can get a surround on your enemy, that's really important. And Feage here probably gonna clean this up. He's got a mangonel and GG. Viper's crossbows. They're all down. They are all down. And Viper's sitting on 850 stone. He's not even bothering to drop the castle. And it is GG. Viper calling it right there. And Feage with a comfortable victory in that game. That felt like, I don't know, it felt like Feage didn't even really have to try. He just did his thing, and he wasn't really under any pressure all game. He won the water, he had the advantage there. He had almost double the villagers at the end, and up to 3 TCs comfortably. Look at that farm placement, it doesn't get much better than that. No, I'm kidding, that's terrible farm placement, but I guess he just seeded them in a hurry. And yeah, I mean, just Viper just had nothing in that game, absolutely nothing. And I feel like if he'd have scouted that gold, he wouldn't have at least had to go all the way across the map to get it. And well done to Feage. He is going to win this series in a very unexpected turn of events, dethroning the Viper of his 2 winning streak and taking the series 5-2, which means that Feage is going to be the next, or the next person to defend the title of the Polaris 2K series. And next week, I'll probably have another best of 9 series to cast, and it's probably going to be Feage versus somebody else. I don't know who it's going to be. I believe that's how it's going to happen anyway. I'll keep you guys posted. Thank you very much for tuning in, though. It is much appreciated as always. But don't go anywhere just yet,